guys, welcome back to my vegan kitchen. I don't have a great recipe for you today. I have a great lesson for you today. This is going to be a little bit
Where is this going?
Well, you know, when you look on YouTube for a recipe, it's like, alright, put this in, then put this in, then put this in. It's like if you give a man a fish, you fed him for a day, but if you teach him how to fish, you fed him for a lifetime.
Whoa.
I want to impart some of my knowledge onto you today, not just some boring recipe. You need to experiment. That's what you need to do. You need to make mistakes. You need to try new things because that's how you discover things. Today we're going to make a coated mushroom in the air fryer. And basically we're just gonna throw stuff in there. We're not even really gonna measure it that much. We're gonna go more by how we feel about it. So we're gonna start off with some flour, about a cup. So if you're gluten-free, use your favorite gluten-free flour. So we've got about a cup in there. It's not even exact, who cares? We got a little salt. Do you like salt? Put in as much as you think you would like, and then when you taste it, you're like, oh, that's too salty, so the next time you'll put less. Or, oh, that wasn't salty enough, so I'll put a little salt on now, and then next time I'll add a little bit more. I'm probably only going to add that's probably like a half of a teaspoon. I want to give it a little kick today. So I'm just going to put in a couple of sprinkles of cayenne. This stuff's powerful, so most of the people here are lightweight. They don't like it too spicy.
Wow.
We got some onion powder. Well, actually, this isn't onion powder. This is granulated onion. Granulated onion has a much stronger flavor than onion powder, so you don't use as much. And it also has a more oniony flavor, like if you had put fresh onions in there. And then I'm going to go with the old standby garlic powder. Actually, it's granulated garlic as well. I prefer the granulateds over the powders because it just gives a truer flavor. That's what I feel like. And you don't have to use as much. We don't want it too garlicky, right?
Yeah, we
or
do.
Do we? We like that garlic. All right. If you want it to taste like chicken, put in some poultry seasoning. If you want it to taste like shrimp, put in some dulse flakes. If you want it to taste like sausagey, meatball, whatever, put in some ground up fennel seeds or some oregano and basil. Once you learn what all of the different spices are good for, it's no thing to just say, oh, I want to make a chicken mushroom patty. So let me put in some poultry seasoning along with my essentials, I call them. Alright, so you can use water for the liquid, or you can use seltzer, or you can use almond milk, or coconut milk, or rice milk, whatever you prefer. Just don't get the vanilla. That would not be cool. Now, I'm totally not going to measure this. I'm going to start off with just a little bit and see where it puts me. I'm looking for the consistency of a thick pancake batter, so like a waffle batter. So that's still not even there. So let's just keep adding it until we get to where we need it to be. Don't get discouraged if it gets too thin. Just add a little more flour, right? See how that works? Liquid, dry, just get the balance. Still a little thick. So we're going to keep adding until we're where we need to be. You don't want it too thick because then you're going to have like a biscuit on top of your mushroom. This is just the coating that's going to hang onto the breadcrumbs. I have a feeling that was it. That was the winner. Maybe just a little bit more. Alright, that's the winner. So now we're just going to get this mixed up. I like to use panko breadcrumbs. You don't have to use the breadcrumb layer at all. I find that if you don't eat it right away, this stays crispy. Just the flour coating, if you don't eat it right away, it tends to get soggy, but this will stay crispy for a longer amount of time. So we're just going to put some panko breadcrumbs in here. You can season them if you want. I don't get the seasoned ones because I find that they season them with Parmesan cheese and it's not cool. If you can find ones that, if you're vegan, that doesn't have cheese in it, go for it. And if you like that, but I just like the plain ones. So I'm just going to take my mushroom Oh, let's talk about the mushrooms though. We've got these beautiful big portobello mushrooms. Actually, they're small portobello mushrooms. They're bigger than white mushrooms. But what I like to do is I like to cut off the stem so that it sits flat. And then don't throw that out. You could save that and throw it into some other dish. But then I like to cut about 1/3 of the way down so that I get 2 pieces out of it. Because no one wants to bite. If you put this on a sandwich, nobody wants to bite into a giant cutlet, let's say. And then it's like, no. So now we have 2 pieces here. Isn't that fun?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get our air fryer over here. So we're just going to dip our mushroom caps in here. And then right into the breadcrumbs. So beautiful. And then right into the air fryer. Alright, we're just going to fill this up with the beautiful mushrooms and then we'll be right back. Alright, we've got the first batch going in. The smaller ones I left whole. I just trimmed the stem so that it would be flush with the bottom because there was no sense in cutting those in half. They would have just fallen apart. So we're just going to put these in our air fryer. And we're going to do 370 for about 10 minutes. And let's do 9 minutes and then we'll check it and we're going to flip it. Alright, so that was like 8 minutes. So now we're just going to flip them and probably put them in for another, I would say maybe only 5 or 6 minutes. Because they seem pretty browning up already. And the mushroom juice is oozing out. So I'm sure that they're getting nice and cooked on the inside as well. Alright, let's get them back in. See you in 6 minutes. All right, there they are. I made a little bit of fancy sauce. If anybody doesn't know what the recipe for that is, it's so simple. Ketchup and vegan mayonnaise mixed together.
I feel like they just came out with, like, they're selling that now.
Fancy sauce?
But it's not called fancy sauce.
It's basically, excuse me.
I just saw that on Twitter, like, this morning.
Excuse me. Fancy sauce is basically Russian dressing without the pickles.
Yeah.
So, come on.
This smells so good.
You can have one from the tasty plate.
Okay.
Because there was a little overflow.
I'm gonna bite it and
if you would like to grab one. Oh, you're gonna have the same one? You're gonna share?
Yeah. Ready?
Fancy sauce. Whoa, listen for crunch.
Mmm. Delicious. I love a portobello mushroom.
Yeah. Take a little fancy
really
sauce,
good.
sir. Is it too hot?
No.
Perfect, right?
That's really good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So guys, you could serve these at a party, like an appetizer. You could throw it on a po' boy sandwich. You could,
Just eat them.
Yeah. You could do a little vegan melted cheese over it, like, you know, cheese and mushrooms. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's endless possibilities you could do with this. So I hope...
I just want to eat the whole plate, but I have to go dance soon.
I know. I hope you guys have taken away something from this video because I'm just trying to enrich your horizons, broaden your horizons. Subscribe for more. That's all I can say. Besides, much love.